Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lacey and I have depression and anxiety. Although I deal with both on a daily basis, I find myself in these spaces where things start to feel extreme, when I feel like I've lost control of everything, or like I'm not where I should be in life, or that every single thing overwhelms me, including just being in my own skin. Sometimes this is what it looks like for me to be in that space. I find it hard to smile at strangers in public. Daily tasks such as eating or even showering feels nearly impossible. Of course, when I force myself to do those things, I feel better, but forcing myself can almost feel like making decisions just swallows me. I find that when I am in this space, I ignore all of my real responsibilities and I hyperfixate on something that makes me feel like I'm gaining control of my life. Usually that means decluttering, cleaning, or organizing something. On the outside, I seem productive, but on the inside, I'm suffocated by bills, grocery shopping, pumping gas, inflation, being a friend, fiance, sister, daughter, being an artist, not having a regular 9 to 5, the dog poop in the backyard that needs to be picked up, trains and trucks that fall over and leave cancerous chemicals lingering, homelessness, cold, wet, stray animals during storms, not having clothes that fit because of my weight gain, painful pimple on my lip, the lights are too bright, not everyone has access to clean water, not being able to consistently afford to shop at sustainable brands. You name it. It's all going through my head in this exact moment. My body feels heavy. My mind is cluttered but empty at the same time. And my soul feels just exhausted. The worst part is I never know when I'm going to hit one of these spaces. I never know what kind of space it will be. Will it be depression? Will it be anxiety? Will it be the magic duo? And when I'm in it, like when I'm really in it, I have to remember that it doesn't last long. I have to remember that it's not my destination whatsoever and that it's a fleeting moment in comparison to my whole life, really. I have people I'm extremely grateful for, and in these spaces, I feel immense guilt that it's not enough to pull me out. Like the cinder block that's tied around my ankle is heavier than all of their love combined. It's not anything I would wish on my worst enemy, but it has taught me how to be empathetic towards others. However, I think I could have been a pretty empathetic person without it. After suffering through my teenage years and most of my 20s without acknowledging my own patterns, about 2.5 years ago, I started taking my mental health seriously. I was put on an antidepressant, anti-anxiety medication, and I began therapy. The start of my mental health journey was so gray and slow. I can almost hear myself in my classroom teaching my students in slow motion. I envisioned coming home and watching TV until bedtime to drown out my own reality. I remember waking up before the birds and feeling groggy from my medicine kicking in for the second week, and forgetting to eat my meals because my mind felt numb. It will get better, is all I heard. And it did, but I didn't even care if it did or didn't. I mean, in those moments, I would have rather felt numb and groggy than what I was feeling before. I do remember feeling defeat, though. The common, I don't want to take a pill to be normal feeling. 2 years later, I'm still learning the chemistry. I'm still understanding that it takes work to feel good or be in a good mental space, and that there are still moments when I want to isolate and pretend I have no responsibilities. As I'm recording this, yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I woke up. I immediately felt like there was a rain cloud over my head, and I tried my best to ignore it and just go about my morning, but then my puppy broke a glass at 7 in the morning, and I just, oh my gosh, I crumbled. I then left the house to run errands because the house felt like it was caving in on me. And when I came back, another dog had broken another glass. We have to keep one dog away from the rest because she tore her ACL and she kept wanting to play. And I just I locked myself in the bedroom. It was fetal position on the bed, zoned out on YouTube. And my fiance went to go pick up a heart-shaped pizza later, and I had set the table with wine glasses, and then a cat broke the third glass of the day. And that evening, my fiance and I spent hours on the couch crying to each other about our own experiences with depression. It hurts because I want to comfort her, and I know that she wants to comfort me, but we're also both battling our own issues. Additionally, the world is changing so quickly before our eyes, and we are making decisions out of survival. We are stressed about certain things that we haven't stressed out about before, or we're trying to find positive things throughout the day amidst all the negativity around us. We are raising a puppy together, and that alone has brought on so many challenges. We're living in a world that is so foreign to us, and we are hitting certain walls, and we're being forced to navigate in different ways that we're just not used to. And although I can identify these things, it doesn't make it feel any easier in the moment. Life just feels heavy. This video is really just a gentle reminder that regardless of how someone carries themselves, everyone has their own shit. And we should try moving through the world more often, remembering that anyone could be ready to break at any moment. And doing things like you see in this video helps me gain control. Yeah, it's a coping mechanism, but I guess I don't see anything wrong with it as long as it gets me through the day in a positive way. As long as it helps me find purpose and gives me some sense of clarity. It's also important to recognize that so many of us are silently fighting battles within ourselves. I don't know if I am my own worst enemy or if comparison is the real thief of joy, but I do know that most of us have a common goal: to live softly in some capacity. If you battle with your mental health, I see you. And although I don't understand your specific struggles, I do know there's comfort in knowing that you're not alone. Life has so many chapters, the world has so many people, and there are so many experiences waiting for us. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to give someone you love a hug, get in your daily water intake, cook yourself a meal, or take yourself on a walk. Small things add up to really big feelings, and I think we're worth putting that effort into. Something I keep hearing, and I really believe in it, is to speak to yourself and think about yourself as you would one of your closest friends or family members, because we often treat other people so much better than we treat ourselves. And I really want to work hard to get into this mindset of loving myself. Even if I don't fully accept who I am at this moment, but to really love who I am and all of the changes that exist and all of the differences within my decision making, my personality, the way that I walk through life. And I want to treat myself and be as kind to myself as I would someone else that I love, because I also love me.